Thank you, Father Coop, Archbishop Rhodey, Father Becker, Reverend Fathers, any honored guests, and my dear brothers. I grew up in a Catholic family with loving parents and one younger brother in the city of Fridley, a suburb of the Twin Cities metro. I grew up going to St. Charles Borromeo Parish, St. Anthony, Minnesota, which is also where I went to grade school from kindergarten through the 8th grade. I have felt the calling from God to his sacred priesthood since about the 2nd grade. In 2nd grade, God made it apparent for me in a clear yet quiet and gentle way. As the Book of Kings explains, God does not abide in the strong winds, mighty earthquakes, or even a burning fire, but rather in a still, small, whispering sound. This is similar to how I experienced God speak to me. It wasn't through a drastic, life-changing event, but rather through the hand of God, gently guiding my feet along the path he prepared for my life. I'm so blessed to have had this call from the Lord at such an early age. He gave me the grace and strength to respond to this call with an enthusiastic yes, which is the same answer I've been expressing back to him ever since then, thanks to his grace. This call was supported by my family, who knew about this call at this time as well. My parents noticed my increased interest in the service of God, and their support was really helpful in my response to God. My parents didn't completely know what to do at first, but my dad went to the pastor of my parish and asked him, "What should I do if I think my 7-year-old is called to the priesthood?" Father Paul LaFontaine, my pastor at St. Charles, responded to this sincere question by explaining to him that he should simply nourish the vocation and that he suspects with love, encouragement, and prayer. He told him, if God is calling him, then get out of the way. As a result, my parents got much more involved in their faith and increasingly became more devout, which was a gift to me because it allowed me to continue to think and pray about this special, unique calling from such an early age. I am very thankful for the support they gave me during this time and the time since. At St. Charles, we were blessed with many incredible priests who influenced and encouraged me in my vocation in a variety of ways. Father Paul LaFontaine was my pastor, and Father Rolf Tollefson, the parochial vicar, were our priests. These priests lived their priesthoods with incredible love that their inspiration helped me in my calling. Especially during the sacraments, I would notice how reverent they were and how they simply allowed God to truly work in people's lives. Father Tollefson, to this day, continues to remind me of those days when, after Mass, he would show my dad and I all the different parts of the church, explaining what everything in the church was and what its purposes were after I expressed my interest with persistence. He also tells me of the days when he would tell me, just think, you could be entering St. John Vianney Seminary in 10 years after you graduate from high school. Though that was a long way down the road, I was beaming ear to ear and probably would have joined seminary at that point in my life if I was allowed to. It's very ironic that he said that then, because at the end of my 4th grade year, as some of you may know, he was assigned to the seminary as a formator and spiritual director. Being away from St. Charles didn't stop Father Tollefson. He would call me the night before the Team Vianney events to make sure I was going. I experienced an incredible peace, especially in the chapel, and in my dialogue with these men called seminarians. The seminarians blew me away with incredible intentionality toward this very small, talkative 5th grader. And I experienced a unique kind of love I hadn't experienced before. Felt united with them because we both felt called to lay our lives down every day for Jesus Christ, and this strengthened me. I think the greatness of this call was even more realized when we sang at the Team Vianney Masses the hymn, "Rise Up, O Men of God." I was struck by the lyrics talking about the giving of one's heart, soul, mind, and strength to God by turning to him and renouncing everything that is lesser. This hymn became a sort of anthem for me. My dad definitely knew this because I would sing it joyfully, as loud as I possibly could the entire way home. He happily joined along. I proceeded to post this on my locker at school so I would read it every day, reminding myself of how I was being uniquely set apart by God. I needed a supportive atmosphere during my high school years, so I chose St. Agnes, a phenomenal, formative Catholic high school in St. Paul here. I'm very grateful for these years at St. Agnes, which helped me to continue to answer the call to Jesus' priesthood. My senior year, I had the opportunity to go on a vocations pilgrimage to Rome, which provided me with a very strong sense of peace about the trajectory of my life. Following the continued path that Christ has so generously showed me at such an early age, I finally applied for the seminary. This was a choice I will never forget. I've only grown in immense ways. I am being healed of a fake self, spending all my energy on getting people to like me, and of looking at myself as worse than other people. I'm becoming the real Michael rather than a fake one, with no mask and lots of self-confidence. I have been given the gift of resilience by God to help me get through anything I might encounter. Since coming to seminary, I've recognized the beauty of marriage in ways I hadn't seen before. However, this was purifying. God revealed to me the beauty of marriage so I could truly give it up for the supernatural calling of the priesthood. The Father is showing me how difficult the priesthood will be, but that he will give me the grace and that my gift of resilience will carry me through whatever I may have to do. God showed me that I am good enough with him, and as Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Praise be Jesus Christ.